up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine. I've gotten a couple of suggestions to do it and here I am doing it. I'm going to be showing you guys what makeup products I like to use for everyday makeup. So let's just get on with the video. Just like in my beginner's makeup tutorial, I like to do my brows first. I like to start off with a cleaner base. I just feel like they last a lot longer throughout the day. So today I'm gonna be using the Sephora retractable brow pencil in the shade medium brown. And it says it's waterproof, so hopefully this lasts all day. I didn't use it in my last video because it was buried under my bag and I forgot that I had it. But first, I'm going to be using, like every day, my NYX brow glue first. So I'm just gonna brush it in. So now I'm just gonna go in with my Sephora brow pencil. It's a nice little color. I don't know if you could see it. I don't like to match it too much to my hair because my hair is so dark and I'm really fair, so it'll really wash me out. So now before going in and cleaning out my eyebrows with some concealer, I'm going to be spraying some setting spray so that way my primer grips to my face really well and that way my makeup lasts all day. So I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and this is supposed to make your makeup last all day. I've used it a couple times. I've used it when I went out and it does make my makeup last a very long time. All right, so now I'm gonna go with my primer. I like to use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer for everyday makeup just because, again, it grips my makeup like crazy. It helps it last all day. Next, I go in with my e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I just like to take my concealer brush to put this on because I don't like dipping my fingers into it. And I only apply it to my cheeks and like around my nose, and then a little bit on my forehead if I see that like I have bigger pores there. I'm just going in with my beauty blender and I like to blend it out with a sponge. All right, so the next thing that I do is I take my Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This will make you look awake and like you had 10 hours of sleep the night before. I don't know what it is. I think it has like a pearlescent kind of finish, so it makes your under eye brighter. If you got like 2 hours of sleep the night before, this will make your under eyes pop, especially if you use a brighter concealer over it. It's like chef's kiss. So let me show you. So I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up the difference, but this side looks so much brighter than this side. All right, so now that I've primed my face, now I'm gonna go in with carving out my eyebrows, and I only use my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer for this. So since I like the more full coverage look, I like to go in with some concealer before going in with my foundation, just because I do have some blemishes and I like to spot conceal. I take my Born This Way concealer. I think it's just a little darker than my e.l.f. one. Usually I go in with like a drugstore foundation. I used to use the Fit Me foundation, the matte Fit Me foundation. That works wonders. But I went to Sephora the other day and I picked up the Lancome Matte Finish Primer. I used it twice and I'm obsessed with it. I just like to go straight on the sponge. I do 4 pumps, and then if I feel like I need a little bit more, then I'll add like 2 more pumps, maybe just 1, but it depends on how I'm feeling on the day. It just goes on so smooth. It's lightweight and it's matte, but it gives you coverage, and that's the best part of it. Sometimes some matte finish full coverage foundations, they're way too heavy, they're really thick. You feel like you put a pound of makeup on, but this is just a nice, light, but full coverage foundation. Okay, so now I go in with my concealer. Today I'm using a new one. I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, and it's in the shade Light Nude. So I do have to say it is a little darker than my Camo Concealer, but it looks very brightening. It's like a peachy kind of nude. So now I just usually set my under eyes with my Joa Blurfection powder with my Smashbox brush because it's like really tiny. It gets into those nice corners. Now I'm just going in with my Maybelline powder foundation on the rest of my face before I start to bake the other areas. Now, one of my favorite steps in my makeup routine is bronzer. I love adding more color to my face and make me look like I was just sun-kissed even though I barely go outside. I'm gonna use my Sephora bronzer that I used in my last video. So now I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution powder and I'm gonna bake. So now I'm just gonna go with my Sephora blush in the shade Heated. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like it this much because it has shimmer in it and I'm an oily mess all the time, but it actually wears pretty well. So I've been using it and I can't stop. All right, so now I'm just gonna go carve in my cheeks and my nose. I normally never did this, but it really helps with getting clean lines. Okay, so I don't like doing eyeshadow every day. Why? Because it is a little time consuming when you're trying to get to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So what I do is I either take my bronzer and I put it in my crease, or to give my eyes a little pop, I like to use a liquid shadow. So I'm gonna use the NYX Ultimate Glow Shots, and I put this in my inner corner, and sometimes I put it on my highlight and it just wakes up your whole face. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my face first, and then I'm gonna go in with that. Okay, so now I already popped on some clear gel over my eyebrows because that is what makes them last a lot longer throughout the day. And I'm gonna go in with my setting spray. I'm gonna use 2 because it just makes sure my makeup is locked in all day. I'm gonna go in with my tried and true right now, the One Size Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. And I'm also gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury one over it. All right, so I'm just gonna apply eyelashes off camera. I'm gonna be using the Kiss 11 lashes. These are my go-to all the time. It really gives my eyes an elongated effect. All right, you guys, so I just popped on the lashes and I put some mascara on. I didn't do any eyeliner on my waterline because I feel like for every day that's a little too much. And then I just popped on some of the e.l.f. lip plumping gloss. It's a nice like little color on your lips, and I like to do gloss mostly on like an everyday basis because it's easier to reapply. This is just a lot easier. It's kind of like a lip balm. You just pop it on and then you go. So yeah, so this is my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye.